Speaking of Elon Musk, you might have noticed the little guy right next to Elon Musk
Argentina
that is also at CPAC. His name is Javier Millei. And as of today, as of now, Javier Millei, as of this past week, has a new title, Mr. Rug Pull. That's right. As far as I understand, he is the only sitting presidente that has actually done a cryptocurrency rug pull. Trump, too, lies, misinfo? No. Donald Trump technically did a cryptocurrency rug pull and didn't even do a full rug pull, but like a half of a rug pull before he became president. Like literally 24 hours before he became president. So technically, Donald Trump didn't do a cryptocurrency rug pull when he was the sitting president. Javier Millei, on the other hand, as the leader of Argentina, did a cryptocurrency rug pull and did it in a very obvious way, and also simultaneously openly admitted it. And I don't know what the f- going on in Argentina, dude. There's something spiritually broken. I feel so bad for the Argentinians. Like I cannot believe that you have hyperinflation. Your unemployment has skyrocketed since this came into power, and things are just getting worse and worse. Holy moly. All right, let's take a look.
Argentina launched a meme coin through their president, Javier Millei, or at least that's what people thought. Now there are currently accusations of scams, insider trading, and the president of Argentina may be charged with fraud and faces possible impeachment. I'm here to break down what happened because I got insider access to the real story. I even got offered control of the missing $100 million plus that was made in ill-gotten gains.
Dude, I just how is this possible? Like how can in 2025 a whole ass nation, okay, an entire country, like not like a tiny nation too, like Argentina's massive. Like how can this happen? How did enough of you vote for this guy? He looks like one of the evil corporatists that Kira kills in Death Note, dude. I genuinely, I don't know why. Every time I see him, I think of Death Note, okay? Atrioc liked this guy until the rug pull? No, he didn't. Shut up. There's no shot.
Welcome back to the $10 million studio. Our story starts on February 14th, 2025. Javier Millei, the president of Argentina, tweeted about a meme coin called Libra. The details at first were sparse. Quote, liberal Argentina grows. This private project will focus on encouraging growth of the Argentine economy, funding small businesses and Argentine.
Viva la libertad, carajo! You can talk. Have you seen what you have in charge? Bro, they love each other. But also, at least dude, I can't explain it, but like Trump is a buffoon, okay? But even Trump is not as overtly weird as Javier Millei is. Like Javier Millei is more Javier Millei, I think, is closer to Elon Musk than Trump, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I guess Elon Musk technically is president. Bro, Trump also did a rug pull. No, Donald Trump was not the president when he did the rug pull, which is also insane. I know. This is not a defense of Donald Trump.
Adventures. The world wants to invest in Argentina. And it linked to a website which called it a token with purpose, where 50% of the tokens were allocated to Argentina growth. And I'll admit, it sounds nice. However, as the price skyrocketed to billions of dollars in market cap, people got worried because there appeared to be insider trading. And that's when Javier Millei suddenly deleted his tweet, saying he, quote, obviously has no connection with the project, and, quote, I was not aware of the details of the project. Understandably, the price crashed after this, but in the rubble, people discovered that the team responsible for launching the token may have walked away with over $100 million being taken out of the liquidity pool, meaning they may have gotten rich while everyone else got rugged. It was about this time I began to investigate, and I got an anonymous phone call from someone who claimed to know where this all started, Tech Forum Argentina, which was an event where you could pay as a blockchain company to be a sponsor, according to a source who...
Coffeezilla somehow still believes in crypto, so he acts surprised every time. Listen. If I was the number one online investigator of cryptocurrency schemes, I would also be like, yeah, no, it's good. Oh, it's shocking that it's bad again. Okay. At this point, his job relies on it. Okay. Also, I don't think he believes cryptocurrencies, to be fair. I don't even think that's, I don't even think that that's fair. But if he was, I would say it's probably because of job security.
Who was there and paid for it. Part of it included a meet and greet with Javier Millei, the president of Argentina. This person was excited, but disappointed to find out that once they got there, they were invited to sign an even more expensive contract where two of the guys who ran the event, Mauricio Novelli and Manuel Godoy, were going to basically advise you on how to have blockchain technology in Argentina. Basically, they got you access to Millei. The person I spoke to did not pay for it. Someone who did was Kip Protocol. And the strategic partner of Tech Forum in 2025 is Kelsier. Both of those companies are going to be extremely important. And the people who run them are called Julian Pei and Hayden Davis. Pretty soon, a plan was hatched between Mauricio, Manuel from Tech Forum Argentina, and Julian and Hayden to launch a project together. It was going to be called Libra and support the Argentinian economy. And President Millei agreed to tweet about it. The division of labor was basically that Mauricio and Manuel were the connection, it seems, Hayden was handling the launch of the token, and Julian was going to set up a company to distribute the funds to Argentinian businesses. Of course, they never got that far because 24 hours after the launch of this coin, the president of Argentina was being called a scammer, and I got a message on my phone that I didn't expect. Hi, Coffeezilla. I'd like to talk with you about the Millei launch. I was heavily responsible for it. The initials of the person were HD. I'm guessing Hayden Davis, but I couldn't be sure. So I asked for a selfie to confirm his identity, and I did cross-reference it with his photo with Millei, where Millei said he was a crypto advisor. It was indeed the same person who launched the coin. Hayden explained that he'd like to execute a plan and needed my help. He said Millei and his team basically botched it, and quote, I'd like to sit down and make sure all the money that they took out gets back into people's hands correctly. Every dollar. Let me know if you'd like to interview and discuss in person. Now, I was confused why he needed me in person exactly, and he explained, I'm happy to go live on an interview pending we chat beforehand. I'll even show you all the wallets pumped back into the chart live if you want. He had over $100 million in what he called multi-sigs, which require 2 or more people to sign on every transaction. I asked, well, who else is a signer? And he replied, quote,
I will never understand a few things. One, why do the people of Argentina vote for a dude that is so obviously insane, who has openly admitted that he consults his dead dog for advice and has tried to clone his dead dog, possibly his sister, okay? Numerous other things that he's done. But other things that I don't understand. Why do people fall for cryptocurrency schemes over and over again? And last but not least, and perhaps this is the most important question I have, why are rug pullers always talking to Coffeezilla? Why? Why? Like, if this man rings you up, run. There has never been a moment where a rug puller has been able to successfully defend their scheme after talking to Coffeezilla. It doesn't make any sense. He gets so much access. It is crazy. Like, nobody just wants to do a scheme and then run away anymore. Okay? Schemers used to do the scheme and run away. I think nowadays, because especially with the crypto stuff, like, there's virtually no legal repercussions because it's just simply a insecure security, okay? That everyone is just like, yeah, I did it. Now I'm going to explain to you why what I did wasn't actually illegal, even though you will then undermine my position and will actively show that it is, as a matter of fact, a complete scheme. But it doesn't really matter because no one can do anything. It's like a heist movie. No, it's like a serial killer who's like, I really want the victims to know I did the crime. Jail is real, you idiot. It definitely happens a lot. It should happen infinitely more frequently than it does. Okay? Yeah, they have the mental faculties of a Batman villain, and not even like a brilliant one. They like not even a villain who's like, yes, that's right, I did it. Like I'm talking low level thug who sees Batman and goes, it's the Bat. You know, those guys who were like, yeah, I can't wait to do more crimes after I'm done doing a crime. You know, that type of stupidity. Goon maxing, hench maxing.
Quote, just me. He said, I want to do it alongside you. All I care about is knowing it's in safe hands. I don't mind turning the keys over or adding you to the multisigs. Translation, he wants to hand over his $100 million problem into my control. And I was thinking to myself, of course, hell no. You're not going to pass me your nightmare. Of course, I did say that we should talk because I had seen his recent public response and it didn't really go so well.
What is he wear? What is this fit, my boy?
In it, Hayden put forth his plan, where instead of trying to refund people with the $100 million he had a different idea.
What happened with Libra, I think there's many things I could say. There's only certain elements that I could control the launch. Definitely things didn't go according to plan, but I think addressing the elephant in the room, which is in the next 24, 48 hours, and unless somebody has a better idea, any
dog, yo, this is, I mean, he actually is henchmaxing. That's crazy. This is literally like a goon fit. He is a goon. What is happening, bro? What the God? Oh my God, dude. Oh my Lord. He just he looks like a Power Ranger. What is happening? Oh.
Any funds that I've been able to get back in
he's the crypto Klansman. Yeah.
my possession from all the parties involved, I intend to put right back into the chart and either burn or lock on the liquidity side.
Right. He wants to put the money back into Libra, but this kind of creates the same problems where it's like, okay, well, this just benefits insiders and people who have tons of the token. But after watching this, I was also concerned with a different problem. See, myself and the research firm Bubble Maps had been doing a lot of work tracking Melania coin for a while. Yes, the US president's wife. She had launched a coin, and we were concerned that the same wallet which launched that seemed to have also launched Libra. Even worse, they had both...
Okay, this is irrelevant to the video, but I don't really understand why people say, okay, bro, shut the f up. You wear shit like that all the time. You are literally looking into a mirror with that fit. Like, you can look at the fit that I have on. Is this you trying to get me to do a full cam fit pick or something? Like, what's happening? Like, does this look in any way? I'm Yoji down to the ass right now, okay? And you have the audacity to turn around and be like, your fit, it looks exactly like it. Like, look at this. How is this in any way, shape, or form remotely similar to that? I think people unironically argue about a past time. Like, there are some misses, okay? There are plenty of misses in my library of endless fits, okay? You're not always going to be batting 1,000, all right? But what I don't understand is like you complaining while I'm not, doing that, especially because like my rep as a fashionista has absolutely improved in the last couple of years. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Sorry.
Been sniped by the same person who created the tokens or the same network of wallets. Now, if you don't know what sniping is, it's where you buy a coin earlier than anyone else at cheaper prices. Usually you know something in advance. And not only did these connected wallets buy Melania and Libra coins early, they also sold those coins early for millions in profits. So now, not only was I being offered control of $100+ million from the guy who launched Argentina's coin, apparently he also launched Melania Trump's coin, possibly sniped those coins, and also sold them for millions of dollars. But
money helped, yay or nay? No. Money always helps, but in my case, what helped was in my case, what actually helped was the fact that I lost weight, so I could fit into some of these like fashionable clothes. Sorry, let's keep going.
I realized it's not enough to just have blockchain evidence. There's only one way to really know for sure. I'd have to confront Hayden directly. But given his massive legal issues that may be on the horizon, I figured there's no way he would take a call with me, though. Right?
But if you launch the coin, isn't it unfair for you to snipe the coin?
So I would say no. And I would say that for a couple different reasons.
Yep, I was wrong. He did agree to get on a call for an hour where he admitted to sniping Libra token and Melania token, later saying, though, it wasn't him directly, it may have been someone else on his team.
Most of the time when we're sniping, we're attempting to avoid other snipers getting in, right? So whether that's, and by the way, I don't conduct snipes.
However, I then got an interview with another insider in these coins who says that Hayden does snipe tokens personally. How does he know? Well, he claims he's seen it before. He was in the room with Hayden when it happened on another project called Enron Token, which you might not be surprised to realize I've also covered in another video.
Just introduce yourself real quick for everyone who doesn't know you.
I'm the founder of DeFi Tuna. We're just providing leverage for liquidity providers. That's pretty much us. So I was part of the Enron project launch. I come in, there's this hookah bar where everyone's smoking hookah. And I see on the far end, there's a bodyguard and their whole family sitting down, Gideon, Hayden.
Wasn't like the whole Enron, the Enron token like it was they revamped Enron as like a meme, and then of course as everything they couldn't even keep up like the performance art and immediately went for a cryptocurrency grift. Anyway, let's keep going.
Across is Dr. Tom, daughters and then his sons, and they're all about to launch Enron. They have like 10 minutes before the launch, they all have snipers ready with a contract address on the snipers. Sniper bots. They're like all waiting. They're all, smoke coming out of their ears. They're all smoking like crazy on caffeine. The token launches and everyone's pressing. And the wonderful thing was this, I'm looking at it and they're like, oh, somebody got just before us. And, and everyone's just arguing between each other, but, they all still got earlier and they're still in a plus, and they're like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's like a junkie house.
This interview was crazy. And remember, the guy we're talking about, this junkie house, is also the person who launched the president's wife's meme coin and then the Argentina's president's meme coin. It's insane. In the case of the Melania coin specifically, side note, the co-founder of our whistleblower actually says he was ordered to like sell these coins, but do it in such a way where it's not illegal because no one will know.
And they were saying everything's legal, everything is good as long as nothing can be tracked. That was
yes.
Is one of the best liquidity providers that I know. I've seen or heard of. He understands at very deep level. He's done an excellent job. But one thing that they kept against him is the fact that he didn't sell on the top, and he cost them millions of dollars. Up until even some recent discussions, like I have proof that they just keep bringing the subject up. Yeah, great, but he didn't sell. Melania cost us millions.
At the top. That's right. Supposedly, this guy got berated for, costing the millions of dollars by not selling at the tippity top. So, I did ask Hayden about profiting from Melania token, and here's where we had a bit of a confusion on what exactly we meant by, did you swap it? Did you sell it? I didn't swap it. I just sold it.
There was no money made from the Melania team on we didn't take any liquidity out. Zero.
You said y'all didn't sell any liquidity, but
didn't swap liquidity. Didn't swap into single-sided. I didn't say there was no money sold. There's a difference between swapping the liquidity and selling liquidations. Those are two different things.
Okay, so y'all swapped. You didn't sell, or the other way around?
No, other way around.
Sold, you didn't swap.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Two independent pieces of evidence from people who were on the inside of the Melania token, saying that Hayden and his team sniped tokens and wanted to dump for high profit secretly, while Hayden himself does admit that they, sold, they just didn't swap. Of course, I also obtained insider texts from Hayden Davis and his team on another project, this one called Mates, where an insider asks the following. Quote, you want continue pump or you want to distribute all Mates tokens ASAP, aka sell? Hayden replies, we are trying to max extract on this one. That max extraction supposedly led to 7.
It's not a particularly sophisticated method. it's just very straightforward. It's just a straightforward pump and dump. It's a straightforward rug pull. I don't understand how people, oh my God, how do people keep falling for it? The entire world of cryptocurrency followers, shitcoin followers, meme coin followers, I think unironically are serial gamblers who legitimately think like, no, this time they'll be able to get out. They won't be the ones holding the bag. And it's just, that's it. It's just held together by people who are so desperate for a get rich quick scheme and just put whatever kind of asses they have into this with the hopes that they'll actually someone else over. Like, I think everyone knows that it's a scam at the end of the day, but they think they're smart enough to scam the other scammers who also know it's a scam at the end of the day, but they think they're smart enough to scam the other scammers. And the people at the top of it are people who design it and then put it out there and control how and when to do the rug pull. Like, they're the ones who keep making the money. The Bitcoin success stories traumatize people. Oh. And because there are so many of them, inevitably you run into a guy who did actually completely out of sheer luck enter into the scam and exit in the in the perfect time and turned like $1,000 into 20,000. So then that contributes to the pile because other dudes hear that and go, oh, dude, I could be that guy. Yes, the ones making money on fees are the winners every time. Yes, it's just gambling. Everyone in the space knows what it is. It's hoping that you can exit and outsmart others. The thought that you can make 20% return in a few hours is too enticing for a lot of people, especially in this economy. I mean, yes, I think the economic factors definitely play a role in this, but like, I think stupidity also plays a role in this. I'm sorry. It's just so, it's so clearly a scam. Some of these coins are called Retardio, man, or Coin 1. Who could forget Coin 2? There is an N-word token. Okay? Like, what are we doing? There's like a George Floyd coin or some sorry, not coin. I disparaged the good name of coin. That's very different than dog 1 and dog 2. My close friend's friend made 11K on the Trump coin. I see why I'm gambled. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. People hear like one success story or two success stories and go, oh, I could be that guy. That guy's a idiot. Not realizing that you're also the idiot. Okay? You look at the dumbest guy you know making 11K. You look at the dumbest guy you know making 11K in a matter of hours and you go, well, that guy's a real dumbass and he did it. I can do it too. Not realizing you just became the dumbass. Okay? Yeah, he was a dumbass. He got lucky for years and years. Like when NFTs were first popping, do you know how many NFTs? You know how many NFT companies came to me? Do you understand how many? Because I'm on Twitch too. So like this is, the tech space, right? You have no idea. And I kept railing against it. And so many dumbasses became haters of mine because I was an NFT. I was anti-NFT. I was like, no, this is a scam. This sucks. Okay? I'm not going to over my fans. I'm not going to over my community. I warned against it. So many dumbasses literally hated me for it. They were like, oh, you. It's not a scam. It's not a scam. You. I'm going to go to the moon. Some of them still come back every now and then to still be haters, not realizing that they've lost so much money. If they had only listened to me, at that point, they probably wouldn't be down like 10K. Your manager clowned on you for not doing it? I know. I've never admitted this, but your coverage of Trump made me buy the DJT when it first changed its ticker. It paid for my gaming computer, Mary Hosmas. Oh my God. I think the dumber people get, the more I'm like, one of these days, I'm just going to say, it, dude. And then you'll see. Okay, I'm just going to grift. Just say, YOLO. Time to grift. I'm going to be Mr. NFT. Mr. N, Mr. F, and Mr. T. Mr. Cryptocurrency. Right wing as Javier Millei style. Oh my God.
1,000 Solana, or roughly $1.3 million. And I do personally believe a lot of this is probably illegal. Whether it will be prosecuted, though, by our gutted regulators is another matter entirely. Right now, we seem to be in a race in America to deregulate cryptocurrency, meaning behavior like this is unlikely to ever be punished. For now, I just want to show people that these meme coins are deeply rigged financial vehicles for screwing regular people and transferring wealth to the top, to the insiders, and people like Hayden, they're everywhere in this industry. I should also mention, while I'm on the subject, by the way, that it's not only always the people themselves, it's also the platforms that sometimes are part of this. Platforms that launch meme coins obviously benefit from trading volume instead of price, meaning even if you lose, they make tons of money. And it's been a suspicion of a lot of people that some of them may play a role in some of these insider launches. Today, though, we got a little bit of evidence. In my investigations, one platform kept coming up, Meteora. They launched Trump Coin, Melania Coin, Libra, and many others on their platform. And they were crucial to giving Hayden Davis tons of business through his company Kelsier. Meteora's CEO Ben Chow describes it as, "I do know the Kelsier team well." Now, they were confronted about the fact that Kelsier and Hayden were sniping their own tokens, and Ben said, well, he had no idea. He's shocked by it. This clip is a little long, but it's worth it.
Kelsier is very much affiliated with M3 and with everything. You know, it's very close. To be there and just see how. Sorry, but like
actually no. Please tell me, because actually I don't know this.
Like I'm sitting down and I'm seeing, and everyone's got their phone. Everyone knows the contract address. Like Gideon, Hayden, Dr. Tom, everyone's sitting at the table, and they're all with their phones. They all have snipe bots ready. They all have all the CA.
They're all sniping it. It's them sniping.
But Ben, it's not only that. There is even. I'm 100% sure that it's also Jake involved. Everyone's involved. I'm sure the influencers involved. Look.
Me. Oh my God.
And like, there are people that bypass them, like do it faster than them, and it's like, look, the whole thing just looks rotten to the very core.
Yeah, I really don't know if this guy is genuinely reacting or this is like some kind of Oscar award-winning performance. Like, what? No way. I had no idea. The people I've been handing business to have been sniping our own tokens. No idea. Meanwhile, I asked Hayden directly if Ben Chow would have known these snipes were happening. He responded, quote, "I would say he wouldn't have been surprised, but he wouldn't have been involved." Now, that's interesting, and if it's true, it would mean that Ben's shocked reaction to this project sniping itself would be a little hard to believe. Meanwhile, by the way, Hayden Davis also doesn't really take credit for some of this. He implies that the Melania team itself was part of the reason they decided to snipe the coin.
Were you part of the Melania launch, and was that sniped as well?
Bro, unlike the Thieves Guild, they don't even have like any sort of code of conduct either. They're just literally shanking one another all the way down the line. What an insane situation, man. Craziness. Oh, they are. They're piranhas. But they're like, oh, they're bonobos. They're just each other. Incestuous style.
I mean, look, I think that, I mean, I told you like beforehand before this started, I mean, I'm happy to share the truth, but I mean, you're asking a question that's it's just, I mean, I'll answer, but it's factually going to put me into a lot of danger, which is fine. I'll answer. I was part of it. I think the team did want to snipe it because of how big the snipe was on Trump's.
So let me get this straight. Ben Chow has no idea. It wasn't Hayden's idea. Can the real sniper please stand up? All of these people just deny. Either way, though, Ben Chow agreed that the Libra situation in particular was so bad that he would have to step down from the company, regardless of whether he knew, because he called it SBF level. As in Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX.
This is like 200, this is FTX type of
Fucking hell, man. I feel sick. I feel so sick, man. Holy shit. I feel really sick. Oh my God.
This is like Doc One, or what's his name, type of money. I mean,
This is SBF level, man. I feel so sick. Oh, because I gave him Melania. I didn't know he was a rugger. I feel so sick. I feel like I'm super exposed too. But I f***ed up because I enabled a guy who I should not have enabled. Oh, I'm gonna have to step down.
You know, I do have to agree with Ben Chow here. This is starting to make me feel sick too. Not because my platform enabled millions of dollars to be, quote, max extracted from retail, but because most people buying these coins have no idea how corrupt these launches are. With manipulative market making, sniping insiders selling, the deck is just totally stacked against you as a regular person. But don't take my word for it. Hayden, the guy we've been talking to, who literally runs these things, agrees.
It is an insider's game. This is an unregulated casino. Like, if you're a retail trader thinking you're gonna go make millions off of meme coins, you better study your off.
Well, honestly, I do appreciate his honesty. It's an insider's game, and as the saying goes, it's a big club, and you're not in it. Speaking of that, by the way, there was one person so far who has been refunded their losses in this whole debacle. Dave Portnoy. Dave was going to do an insider deal with Libra token for free tokens where he tweeted about the coin. That deal was canceled though because Hayden told him basically not to tell anyone about the free coins, and Dave disagreed with that. But Dave did put 5 million of his own dollars in the coin in the hopes of obviously making money like everyone else. But when the coin crashed, he lost almost everything. Behind the scenes though, Dave got bailed out. Hayden Davis gave him his money back, which Dave has admitted publicly. So I guess, you know, for the big traders who are celebrities, they get their money back, roughly $5 million back, because I guess they're real victims. But refunding everyone who lost money, that's an insane idea.
Whether I refund people, they're still gonna be pissed, right? Refund people on a meme coin, which sounds insane. Or I inject back. People are gonna be mad either way.
Instead, the current plan is to once again dump the money back in the chart, which will disproportionately...
Oh, dude, the more I listen to Coffeezilla, the more I'm like, we should just arrest everyone that's even remotely interested in making a coin. Like, I'm in it, dude. Thought crime time, okay? Pre-crime. Just do it. Just dragnet. Anyone that even your random friend that works at the gas station with you says like, oh, I've been thinking about making a meme or jail. Okay. Sorry, jail. This is crazy. Think to yourself, what would she do? I don't even want to. Oh, God.
Benefit insiders who know the timing. And what about Javier Millei? Can't forget about him. The president of Argentina is currently facing charges of fraud from the opposition party and threats of impeachment. Today, Millei finally addressed the Libra token and said the following.
Falso. Yo difundí.
I broadcasted it. I didn't recommend it. I didn't promote it. The reality is, if you go to the casino and lose,
isn't there like a video of people just like straight up asking like, did you get paid to promote it? And he's like, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna do it for free.
money, what is the claim? It is about 5,000 people. And surely the chance that they are Argentinians is very remote.
Oh, he's saying he didn't over Argentinians. He over, I guess, someone else.
Well, there you go. Pretty much your standard denial. I didn't do it. And if I did, they deserved it. And if they didn't deserve it...
No, he said he talked about it, but that isn't promotion. No, I thought they asked him if they paid for it. That's the president of a country. And also, not even like... That's the president of a country, and the country he's the president of is not like a tiny country, okay? It's Argentina, man.
Well, they weren't Argentinian anyways. One thing I will be clear about, though, is that all of the insiders I've spoken to so far claim that Millei himself made no money from this project. It was these other people who had access that were selling access to him. Whether you believe that is another matter entirely. But what is abundantly clear is that this was a massive failure for Argentina as a whole. It's an embarrassing situation where Millei allowed a 26-year-old to collect $100 million off his name purporting to be for small businesses. And that same person sniped the coin as well, Melania's coin, Enron, and many others. Or his team did or a team told him to. It's so far unclear, but the sniping itself is uncontested, as testified by Hayden Davis himself and an insider who was in the room. In the aftermath, there are possible impeachments, people possibly stepping down from their company, and millions of dollars in damages. And that is the story of the Argentinian meme coin disaster.
Ben Chao since resigned from Meteora. His co-founder announcing Ben had a lack of judgment. He was FUD. Although saying I believe him when he says there was no financial inappropriateness. Since recording the following text leak from Hayden Davis, speaking of Javier Millei, I control that N-word. I send dollars to his sister and he signs whatever I say and does what I want.